Y'all probably thought I forgot about you. No, I have been sick, man. I had a terrible cold. I thought I had corona at first, but I took a test, it was negative. Took a flu test, it was negative. So it was just a really bad cold. And I've been out, missed 2 days of work, honey. So I'm so behind on my Spooktacular series. October damn near over with. Halloween's next week. But don't worry, I got you. We still have plenty of time to go over, review, and talk about some things, everything concerning Halloween and the Spooktacular season, all right? So, this video, I'm talking about this movie I saw on Tubi called Sorry, Charlie. It's a short, I guess you wouldn't consider it a short film, but it's only an hour and 15 minutes. I think a short film is considered to be like an hour or shorter. I don't know. Gotta look that up, but it started off. So basically, what got my attention was the poster for it, right? It's like this guy in a top hat, some kind of skeleton looking mask or something. So I'm like, okay, this looks ominous, however you say the word. So basically, this guy, he has like a recording of a baby crying to lure women out of their home so he can attack them, right? So this main character, her name is Charlie, and he ended up, raping her. He was one of her victims. And so, as we can see in the beginning of the movie, she's like 8-9 months pregnant. And it's supposed to be by this sex offender dude, right? Okay, so while I'm watching this, I'm going to be honest, it was moving kind of slow for me, but I'm thinking the budget was probably not that big because it was a very small cast and it was a short film. For me, I feel like the dang moment, like wow, came at the end, and I won't spoil that for you. But if you got an hour and 15 minutes to toss, if you don't have anything going on, hit Tubi up. They got a lot of original programming with horror film, as far as horror films are concerned, right? So I would definitely suggest that if you, surprisingly, and no shade, right? But I've actually heard good reviews about it, and like to me, it was just okay. Like I said, the wow moment was like at the end, right? So yeah, go ahead and check that out. I'm actually not going to spend too much time on that because, like I said, I've been gone for like a week and a half, I think is the last time I did my last video. And no, I haven't been watching too much because I've been laid up with their flu and emergency and all tot tea. I'm like, this is the worst time for me to get sick. I usually get sick when it's going from cold to warm. Like March is usually when I get the flu. I don't usually get sick when it's going from warm to cold. All right. So another thing I wanted to talk about on this video, yes, I didn't stay on that long at all because, like I said, it's a short film. I pretty much have to tell you the whole movie to talk about it, right? So I want to talk about your boy Jordan Peele and how he went from being in a comedy sketch show on Comedy Central with Key. I forgot the other guy, but his name is Key. It was called Key and Peele, right? Him and Jordan Peele. How he went from that to being like in just a span of what, 5-6 years? I think Get Out came out in 2017, but not too long after that, especially with Nope coming right, not Nope, Us coming right behind that, it's like he solidified himself in the horror genre, right? He was able to, and Get Out was a movie where, if you think about it, there weren't really a lot of big name people in it. Now Daniel Kaluuya, who's a British actor, he was well known in Britain, but I don't think most people, unless they were watching BBC channel and overseas shows, most of us didn't really know about Daniel Kaluuya until Get Out. And then after Get Out came out, he started doing more roles, Black Panther and I think that movie The 'Widows, which his role was very, very good in that. So, you don't see that too often with directors where they just come out, boom, one movie, two movie, two movie, three movie, bam, he's right up there with like, trying to think, in the horror genre, you got, can you throw Steven Spielberg in there? Has he done a horror movie? Tim Burton's kind of in there. That man who did, he's Asian, I believe. I'm not sure what country, but I think his last name is Wan. He's in there. But yeah, to see that rise of him being this comedic star to this horror genre solidified role is really amazing. Because like I said, you don't see too many directors just boom and they're out there. You know what I'm saying? So I have been a Jordan Peele fan since Get Out. I didn't really watch his show on, cause see, Comedy Central is not a channel that I watch that often. So whatever's on there, I just don't see that much. So I didn't watch Key and Peele too often, except for like clips on like social media that people share. So, but from looking at that, I could see his comedic side and his horror side. One of the best, he passed away a few years ago. The one who did Nightmare on Elm Street. I can't believe I'm forgetting names. I think because I'm on camera. If I was like in here loo to myself, I could think of the name. But the guy, what was it? Cameron? What was that man's name? He did Wes Craven. Wes Craven. He's like in there in that genre, right? And we all know, like, when it comes to horror movies, I don't know why, but the Oscars doesn't really recognize horror films. They pretty much stay with like dramas, independent movies a lot of times you never even heard of. So to be in the horror genre as an actor, actress, producer, director, you have to really just love it, because if you're looking for accolades, you're probably not going to get that too much. Which I have a whole video. If you go down in my list, you'll see a video where I'm talking about Oscars and people feeling validated by certain awards and everything like that. So, but Tubi has, like I said, Tubi is hit or miss. But if you think about it, most streaming services are like that. They're kind of like, okay, you might see a bomb, you might see something good. And I feel like Tubi has really been doing well with these originals. Tubi is really inspiring with making films, people that are trying to come up in the film industry, whether they're actresses, actors, whether they're writers, directors, because the budgets are really small. Like, I actually saw a movie. I looked up online and found out that the budget was $2,800. And the movie, it was cool. It wasn't even, like something that looked like it only, it's like, so you could take your tax return and make a movie. Like, I'm sitting here like, I have this script I've been sitting on and I want it to be in the theaters, I want it to be huge. And it's like, we might have to do a tax return movie, Sometimes that's just how it is or whatever. So, hey, I'm going to go ahead and watch some horror stuff because I got to catch up on my Spooktacular series. This is episode 5. Look for episode 6. We're going to carry this out all the way to the end of the month. And let me know if you want me to do like a Christmas type thing coming in December every day. Review a movie. Hallmark won't let me down. Between Hallmark, BET Plus, and Lifetime, we got the Christmas movies down pat. Like, that's one thing we don't have to worry about at all. As always, y'all, peace and blessings. Shout out to my 41 subscribers. Thank you for being here, man. I'm telling you, I appreciate the love. Absolutely. Until next time, y'all, have a good one.